Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beach Family Gaming. Back to Hogwarts Legacy. I
If it
know it's
isn't
been
my
a
most
little bit since
generous
we've been off
vine.
this.
This remarkable thing is called an accordion. Look at it. Spare a nut, a sickle, a galleon.
I think he's maxed. I can't donate anymore.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Yeah, he's maxed.
I had plenty of
Okay, I am here
opportunities.
daytime. Where are you at, girl?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
I think I'm a little uneasy because I had just finished recording chapter 3 of Resident Evil 4, so odd noises like that. I just got done with the boat sequence in Resident Evil 4. It's the best way to explain it. For those familiar will know exactly what I'm talking about. And very similar noises, actually. It's nice to play a game I can actually jump with now.
Poor thing must be wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Bombardus! Expelliarmus!
Yeah, I wasn't close enough. I'm sorry, tell you
I
how good
wonder
my
how many
fear
they
is if
brought
I'm
to
doing
capture
that.
her. At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Reparo.
Fantastic.
I'm just tired of the fact that almost every extra use of Reparo, it has that spiraling effect though.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
It does bother me a little bit. I feel like the fact you can break what you just repaired if you're scared of us. What happened there? I didn't mean to blast it.
Honestly, you
wonder
would
how
not
good
want
her
to
eyesight
sprint with
is.
that in your hands.
I beg your
No,
pardon?
you would not.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Just some of the dialogue. From a distance, probably look just like sheep to her. Lucky for us. In other words, great.
Thank you for making me think of that.
I look like food.
Watch your step.
Rat porn.
What? Oh,
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Things starved or ran for a fight. I don't know which is better. In fact, there's more than one, which means she really kicked some ass.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
At least that's hard mode. Try again. I will skip it after just having seen that though.
There's no turning back now. Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
I agree with that humor. It's just a little
I
too
don't
warm
suppose
of a
you listen
welcome.
to reason.
I'd normally try, but with one hand. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
What the hell? They set it up so you could collect leech juice through here in front of her. I'll give
There's
them
the
credit
nest. We're almost
for
there.
the capability of it with continuity with the setup, but what the hell? There's some people's OCD.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Because she flew through it. Because there's some games that'll just go, I gotta collect it. And they should. I'll admit there's times I'm one of those gamers. Depends on the
Now,
day.
if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Me, we're gonna die. It's a cool moment. All I can say is with that, it's time for a change of drawers.
Mm-hmm, because she was about to fall off a cliff.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
That's rather generous,
tried to
isn't it?
kill us.
She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Right at that.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
Unless what?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Yeah, this is where I kind of feel bad. Because all this and you... It's
How could I
obvious
have been so
that
blind?
it's implied. Her grandmother's in danger. Yet another level up. I have no clue where I'm gonna put it. Actually, I do.
Except you
Shortly. It's one of the next missions that's on the list. And I'm sorry to say it, this is the character that will use Unforgivables. And not just in the one arena.
Yeah.
I gotta wonder, can you Imperial and Furious?
Wonder if I'm safe to explore
Just a
now.
curiosity.
I still don't think they damage each other.
You're here. Good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Understatement.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio. Bombarda.
No, it does
This
not.
room is taller than it looks.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's right, I was using that to try to solve that one difficulty in the other one, and
Leviosa.
I'm sorry, I will try to go for the Ludicrous. And it's obvious there's something up there.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft.
I
Brilliant.
think that's the last of the ropes.
I don't know if it's left the ropes or not.
We're only missing a couple.
No, I wasn't missing much. See if there's anything else worth trying to get to. Well, oddly, that it's weird because I'm not. Looks like everything's that way, and there's a path this way.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. We've rid the world of all this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo!
This explains why this one's like
Revelio.
that's all. Just a little more random loot.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna collect those to try to make sure I have it a little.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find? That's a lot of bone rattle.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's right.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
I am kind of lit, but do you hear that? We're in the tomb, I assume the big sounds coming from territory. Kind of agree. Do you want to crawl through here since I did blow a hole through there?
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. I need to find a safe way across.
Drop down and light stuff up.
Lumos.
I mean, there's fires down on the floor.
Maybe.
Confringo!
Okay. Oh, went to the other side? Okay. I'll accept that too.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Well, I don't remember this part of this catacomb, so I'm assuming it was something I didn't get to. It's not, because I was always trying to figure out how to lower that. Different armchair. Make me feel a little better. That's back to this room.
I got you right back to Sebastian.
I'm not upset by that. Oh, come on now. Big Sebastian about to know? Come on, you should have been paying attention.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return to the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end.
Look around.
Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Okay, let's
There's more to this than even I imagined.
At least now we can just walk through.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling.
I'll be honest, I'd almost rather use Imperial versus some other stuff. This doesn't hit your Imperial one.
Revelio. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio. Confringo.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Yeah, more winging weld. Yeah, that makes me comfortable.
Revelio.
There's another one spot I can blow through over here.
Confringo.
Okay, I thought that was something I had to let through to go through.
I thought so.
Revelio.
I'm just trying to loot what I can. Kinda obvious, but
Revelio. Reparo.
I didn't
Confringo.
catch it at that time. Well, I'm not moving through there, am I?
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
It was.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Okay, I was trying to hit him. Somehow I managed to lock onto that.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
I am trying to open all the doorways. more because I can. Because there are chests in some of them too.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
I don't think I have. No, I do have the fall. I don't really care about using all those potions I got. So many more just idling craft.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Loot that? No. And actually, what I'm thinking about, I am going to take care of what I was wanting to do. Oh, that is actually powerful. Oh boy.
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Yeah, we have somebody else that's going to be pissed at you for having it. Hey, Ominous.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperial?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it, Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperial!
Oh shit.
This is the clip we saw with his eyes weird.
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on!
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
The music they did for
sorry.
this.
Sebastian, we need to go.
I'm handing her the headset so she can hear this.
Oh, hell, that's a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not
And
like
Sebastian's
this.
not liking that.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
This is definitely the step
we've
to the dark
always looked
path
out
for
for
your
each other,
character.
Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Revelio.
Nice to see that all the actual chests are pretty much looted this time. But yeah, it's one of the things. This soundtrack, if it doesn't get awards this year, I'm going to be upset. Because not even Resident Evil 4 is competing with it so far.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb, just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
And gotta walk to Felcroft. Okay?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
And that's why I can't fly. Oh, I forgot about this.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
The
Let's
thing
hurry.
is, I don't know how this cutscene's gonna change with you going.
Going the darker path. This will change a lot.
Was that your best? Pity. Not quite. There's nowhere to go. We have to fight. since before you were born. How nice of you.
You'll not win here. We've got them. That was free. We'll make
Stop provoking them. Dude, they're attacking us.
There's nowhere to go. We have to fight.
Keep out of sword's reach!
Uncle, to the right!
Got him!
Thing is, he had numerous spells he could have used though.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Thing is, in this
What did
case,
my uncle
it's a double
expect me to
pain.
do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Well, just
I'll head
fine,
back to
never really
Hogwarts.
change.
I can believe that wouldn't have changed much. We've noticed this game's pretty linear. Just seeing all the crap that went flying from this fight as a whole.
Revelio.
Okay.
Was there something over the hill behind you? Okay, that's a different collectible.
That's just a collectible, that's not.
Okay.
That's not our fault.
I thought it was a couple sacks just over the hill. Yeah, but we get to be harsh with some of them.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Definitely a very dark moment. That new quest available. Poppy needing more already. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't remember that coming up as quick as that before.
East classroom and go from there. Figured, no, she's actually there.
Oh,
But
good,
the
you're
time
safe.
shuffle.
Probably on the
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
If your gran's all right, and they didn't get the egg, then perhaps we're fine.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us. Who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Centaurs aren't known for being the friendliest lot. Especially not with wizard kind.
Bless you.
And not right now.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
That's all that side quest was? Just a little dialogue? Okay. And I can go talk to Sebastian for a continuation of his, too. I expect this just to be a quick dialogue, though.
Late on your homework.
Oh, damn!
Do you intend?
All are talking about you late. Homer's been late 3 times now.
Get yourself to a library and get your head.
Okay, we think we found another ancestor to the Weasley family. That's what you were thinking too. Been funny if they got the actress that did Molly to do the recording, because it would have worked even better.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
It's...
That's the thing, is to
We
an
just lost
extent,
our
I can
parents,
understand
and
where
we
he's
were packing
coming
up to
from,
go and live with Solomon.
But
We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to
When
her
you were
favourite,
the
a
Azkaban
handmade
family.
crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
See what we have for rest of. It's weird that there's another quest line for Sebastian, right?
well, that was the stuff involving the triptych.
Yeah. I figured out the best spot to actually teleport to. I'm thinking up here.
Oh, you have a broom.
Exactly. Think about it, I think this is also the first video with the new capture device
I think so.
for Hogwarts Legacy. So yes, quality definitely went up.
I'm sure I could do that. It's all about the broom.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominous in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
I know I said bury some bodies, but doesn't mean I'm not going to be tactfully taking them out.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
What am I doing here? This patrol is... No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
What's that? Who's there? Is somebody there? Hello?
Shows you how many of these I've taken out if I'm not getting the time anymore for stuff collected.
There was another chest slightly to the left.
And I'm just trying to take care of the last goblin. So I don't have to worry about anything too nasty.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Now for the script of fight to come up. Okay, that's what it feels like, is whenever you finish one of those, it's
This
just
is
some
going
random
well.
scripted.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Mr. Tallis.
Someone there. Hello? Who's there?
I'm being a little ruthless, but
An intruder!
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
yeah, how do I get that chest? And not blow myself up in the process.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit. We're making quick progress.
I think this is going to be a wasted rundown here, but... Yep, that's just the other route I saw. Okay. Thing is, you can still kill the spiders, they're just not really usually that hard to worry about.
We must remain offensive.
For better or for worse, we're in. Mr. Tallis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Confringo. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
What was that? Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Your service. I won't rest.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
I was sadly kind of thinking about, I'm just not sure.
Levioso. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo. Revelio.
Yeah, guys. Those are not very smart fish. I wonder.
To jump the bridge.
It was worth the attempt.
Are those rats coming out of the wall?
Revelio.
Yeah.
Confringo.
No, we're finding dead goblins. And that one's corrupted.
Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Oh. Double snare.
Lumos.
Lumos.
It was being nice it didn't grab me right away.
During on hard mode, I would have had it grab me immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Secret ornamental stands? Don't bitch about finding that.
Revelio.
I don't even get that on.
We don't.
Confringo.
A little bit of horror right there, Paul. Now, the other thing we're getting thanks to me having that upgrade of the capture is it's capturing in HDR. Means it might visibly look a little different.
Protego.
Cheap stuff I can get just destroyed, yeah. Still more goblins than spiders.
More spiders than goblins, you mean?
No, yes, you can.
Cool. That's mean, though.
That's devastating, actually. I agree, it's mean, but it's effective.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Really?
Just the way I landed. Well, we know the most dead thing wants to commander, right?
Let's get this over with. It's Cinder. Spellcasting. Almost. Too slow. I hate that.
I can't do it to her though.
We certainly cleared the room.
Don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio.
There's a little bit I can... Okay, that's the left. That'll help me get up there at this one.
Confringo.
Okay, I meant to...
We can have another peace. A rune symbol above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Here. Confringo. Here. Wingardium Leviosa.
I do want to get up there. Guess there's something good up here. About what I expected.
Protego.
Okay. It goes into I don't need galleons.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
All I can say is if Voldemort in the movies knew about these...
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten, Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Yep. That's going to be all for now, but my recollection, we don't really have a lot in map missions for Hogwarts. We have a couple odd world map missions, which we might do. We'll make sure to get done before the end of the game. But at this point, the next goal would be actually that. And I'll see if I can solve those off screen for the treasures. Not as easy as it sounds sometimes. Yeah. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.